Hey everybody, it's Frozen, and thanks for joining me. So tonight, I need to get out of the house, and the only thing I can really get to is the woods behind my house. So that's where I'm headed. I actually have a campsite here, and I haven't visited it in probably 4 years. I think the last time I was down there was when I did my beginner backpacking series, however long ago that was. Dude, it's nuts here. We're still on, not lockdown, it's not a lockdown, but a stay-at-home order. And really, I just really needed to get out. I haven't been down here in a long time, like I said, and the first problem I see right off the bat is I gotta find a way around. So I'm gonna be doing some bushwhacking through some jagger bushes, it looks like. That sucks. Okay, managed to get past that. I had to go down the hill, come all the way back up. Anyway, onward we go. Typically, I don't usually film overnights, especially like this. I'm more of a backpacking YouTube channel. But I figured you guys are all inside just like me. Some people have actually reached out and said thank you for keeping the content going. I haven't been making much content. Getting better now that life is slowing down a little bit with the new job and marriage and all that other stuff. But I figured I'd share this trip because, man, I'm running out of stuff to watch too, I get it. Alright, I think that behind me used to be some kind of natural lake or maybe even a retention pond. It's been drained since then, but I was able to kind of sneak past all the bramble bushes and cut right through there and come back up. Going up this hill. The campsite is about, I'd say, 1.4 miles away from my house. I don't own the land, but I do have permission to camp. But there is one grumpy old man, I don't know if he's still around, he lives right over there, that I have to be careful of because he doesn't like anyone in his view. Not even his property, but his view. Because I don't think this is his property. I believe this is my neighbor's property. But where I'm going, I have permission. It's technically a stealth site, but I will be having a fire tonight. And the owner is okay with it. These pine trees tell me that I'm getting very close. You can kind of see my trail now that I made. I used to walk this all the time. Tested a lot of gear down where we're going. Alright, we've arrived at the campsite. You can kind of see the remnants of my little bench right here. This tree fell down right there. That definitely was up last time I was here. I'm just looking up for any kind of widowmakers that I'm not aware of. Not sure if this tree's alive. Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, I'm gonna find a new place now, because that's where I was thinking I was gonna hang my hammock. I have two quilt options. I brought my 40, and then right as I left, I figured I'd grab my Costco quilt because it's supposed to be like 35, 36 tonight, and I just don't want to be even remotely worried about getting cold. I've done all that. Did the AT. I can be comfortable now. So I got 3 quilts with me, under quilt and 2 top quilts. All right, I'm gonna get the rest of this unpacked and set up. And I got my hammock all set up. That's the same hammock I used on the AT the whole way. Dream Hammock Darien, it's holding up great. It's amazing. Same with the pack. Light AF. Amazing. Anyway, I actually have a really, really fantastic hang. I think it's actually perfect. To see if it's a good hang, as I sit in the hammock, put my feet up, and then I take the ridge line and I bend it just a little bit. If I can bend it a little bit less tight than a guitar string, I know it's a good hang. And then what I do is I raise my feet up just a little bit, which stops me from sliding down the hammock. Now tonight, I'm not really expecting any rain at all, but I'm putting up the tarp because of the condensation that I am expecting overnight tonight. It's like 58 degrees right now, dropping to 35. There's definitely going to be condensation tonight. But I am setting it up in what's called porch mode, as you can see why. Alright, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get on this fire pit because it definitely needs some work here, or else I'm going to end up catching everything on fire. Alright, that's much better. I'm not going to have anything crazy tonight, just a little fire to keep me entertained. I think most of this stuff's going to be dead already. No one's been back here. Let's see. Oh yeah, easy. So let me show you around a little bit. Up there on the hill, that is my parents' neighborhood, so you can technically see it if you're on that person's roof over there. But other than that, this is just surrounded by a wall of just hills, really, whole way around. You really can't see anything back here, so you make a fire after dark, and you really don't have to worry about anything. No one's gonna say anything. Like I said, I have that guy's permission up there, but all good. Another cool thing is, and I try not to drink out of this very often, but if I do run out of water, it's a nice flowing stream back here too. It's not a bad little campsite. It's pretty good. Now back that way by the retention pond, if we would have went the other direction, past the guy that doesn't like anybody, there's a little pond up there, and apparently there's some fish in there, but it's super coated with algae, so it's gonna be a great night. Might be able to see the stars too, who knows. Anyway, fire pits. Got about 40 minutes until sunset. Alright, that should be good to start it, at least. My plan is to actually just use the seats, the former seats, since they're all rotten away anyway. That'll save me some time collecting. Plus, there's all this stuff over here. If it was far away from camp, sure, I'd collect some more. But this should be good. I'm not going to go crazy with the fire tonight. Just something to light whenever that sun goes down. I feel so weird, like, talking to the camera on an overnighter. Like, I didn't do any miles today. I didn't really do anything today except for work, and then I packed and came out here. But still, I'm going to stick to my routine, which is after kind of the camp chores are done, I don't have to eat. I already had dinner before I left. Put my kind of like my night clothes on, get out of anything sweaty, which means changing my shorts and putting this guy on. So it's gonna be a nice night. Moon's already out. Feels so good to be camping alone tonight. I haven't camped alone in a very, very, very long time. The light AF 11-foot tarp with the doors, looking beautiful. I do like the green version better. This is the green. There's a white version. It's a little more translucent if you're into that sort of thing, but this gives you pretty good privacy, as you can see in my hammock. You can kind of barely see the outline. That's pretty good. Still get changed under there without too many people gawking. Okay. And this just goes right down to my tent stake, if I can find it. There you go. And I'll tighten that up later. Got the head end pulled out as well. See that right there? I also like to hang my gaiters. These are gaiters. They keep rocks and things out of your shoes. Some people like them. Some people hate them. I'm a gaiter guy. These leaves will probably work. Don't have any fire starter on me right now, so we'll see if this works. I've made fire. So I will say one thing about this whole pandemic. I feel very, very sorry for anyone that's been laid off because of this. It happened at my company. I'm lucky enough to have a job, have a career, but man, my heart goes out to everyone that's struggling right now. I know there's a ton of people out of work. I was actually up last night thinking about this, and I couldn't stop thinking about it because of, what happened at my company yesterday. That could have been me, People in my department got let go. After I just got promoted, you know what I mean? It's just, and I haven't got any raises. All the raises are being held off for several months because of this whole thing. And it'll be, prorated back to April 1. But it just sucks. It's a really crappy time right now. Okay, I'm moving, you guys. Come on with me. And I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon. That's what really sucks. I think we're in this until probably July. I didn't even take it serious for the first 2 months. I was like, oh, it can't happen to me. And then work from home order came in. That's when it started to get real for me. So, yeah, like I said, anyone out there, man, you have my greatest sympathies. That's all I'm going to say. I know no one wants to hear about this COVID thing. I'm tired of hearing about it too, but I do feel sorry for the people that got screwed up because of it. Fire's good now. Don't really have to care for it. Just got to keep piling stuff on whenever. I have some mac and cheese I'm going to have for a little snack tonight. I'm going to heat it up with a alcohol stove, my fancy feast. Used a canister on the AT, but I'm kind of moving back to alcohol. I like it better. It's lighter in most situations, at least. Fire's going pretty good. I probably won't make it much bigger than that. I'll catch some of the big wood. And I want to be able to put it out before I go to bed, because it has been a bit windy. And my hammock is fairly close. Sun's going down. Another 5 minutes or so. I'm going to get on some Velveeta shells and cheese. I can't believe I've had this food bag the whole AT, and there's no signs of wearing. Light AF food bag, and it's flat bottom. Stands up straight. Love it. The only downside of that stove is you don't have a huge platform to work with for stability, but it's alright. I gotta get used to flipping the microphone around depending on where I am. If I'm in front of the lens or if I'm kind of behind the lens. We'll see. So I apologize. I'm trying to get this down it's just gonna take me a little bit. I'm so used to doing it one way, you know, especially using just the phone to do the vlogging. Definitely not used to doing a whole bunch of stuff. I'm used to just pulling the camera out and talking. Anyway, whatever. I can start relaxing a little bit more after it gets totally dark. I don't like being that close to the neighborhood without the leaves on the trees, because you can definitely see down here if you're looking, but I think the fire's low enough that it's not going to bother anyone. You just never know with people these days. They get mad for no reason. So, yeah, do what you can. I was going to actually go up to Raccoon, do like a 17-mile day, and, you know, do an overnight there, but I'm not quite sure if overnight camping's allowed there. I know the campground is closed, but I don't know about the backcountry sites, because it's all in a specific shelter area. There's no primitive like stealth camping allowed like we're doing back here. So I don't know where I'm allowed to go and where I'm not. I'm just waiting for them to shut everything down, but from what I know, at least the trails are open. I would hope so, at least, but I don't know. Alright, we got more of a soup. I forgot, you have to put it like way below the line if you want to make this out there. Typically you put this in the microwave for 3.5 minutes. But yeah, most of the water evaporates in the microwave, but it's still eatable. That's fine. I'm hungry. It is really nice out here. It's like perfect temperature sitting next to this fire too. I'm gonna have to get some sticks, another round of sticks, before I lose all my light, but I think after that, after I get the sticks, put them on the fire, let the fire die down, I'm gonna get in my hammock and maybe watch a Netflix movie. I downloaded a couple episodes of The Office too, so I wouldn't mind rewatching that whole series again. Just gonna have a chill night. And tomorrow I'm gonna wake up, head back to the house, and then I'm just gonna cross my fingers and hope that my state park, Raccoon Creek, is open for the trails at least, because I want to do a 20 tomorrow and just see how I feel, how I can handle it, and I'll get that video edited for you guys next week, hopefully. Okay, everybody, it's about 9 o'clock. I've been staring up at the stars. They're actually really bright tonight. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna get in my hammock and just relax, watch something on Netflix, and have a good night. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, everybody. That was an amazing night's sleep. Wow. The sun's starting to come up. I'm gonna have some breakfast and then head back to the house. Roll Chrissy out of bed. I'm gonna go up to do my day hike. It's gonna be a good day. But first, coffee. Alright, so I think because it's a little chilly out, I'm gonna pack up first and then work on breakfast. So let's do that. It's about 35 out here, says my phone. So, but it's going up to 62 for my day hike, so I'm pretty happy about that. The tarp handled great last night. It was super cold taking that thing down this morning. Condensation all over the top, nothing underneath, as it should. Okay, it's time for breakfast. So unlike a canister stove, you gotta let the Fancy Feast prime a little bit. And while I'm waiting for my water to boil, I'll finish packing up. Weathermen were calling for it to get to like 36, 37, but yeah, 35 right now. I'm glad my filter didn't freeze, to be honest with you. That thing's brand new. I'm trying out the Sawyer Micro? No. Yeah, the Micro. Not the Mini, the Micro. I don't have high expectations for it, but I wanted to try it without putting tap water in it. When I did the AT, I didn't run a single round of tap water through my filter, and it lasted the whole way. The others in my Tramley, my Trail family, had replaced theirs 2 or 3 times each, and they had all run tap water through it. So I'm wondering if there's some kind of connection between that. You know what, I forgot my coffee in here. I can't forget coffee this morning. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to test it because people had given up on the Micro, the little guy, not the Mini, the Micro. And I want to give it a fair chance. I just want to be able to tell people, you know, yeah, it is a good filter, or no, don't even bother wasting your money. Because what happened was, and I knew this was going to happen because it happens all the time, is all the YouTubers got sent or bought the Sawyer Micro, and of course everybody loves it, right? Because your initial review is, yeah, this is amazing, it's a new piece of gear, it's fun to play with. So they put out all these great reviews, everybody ended up buying them, and then it sucked. So I don't know. I'm a big fan of like testing gear for 6 months. I don't need to be the first one out with the review, but I want it to be accurate when I do put out a review. And I think a lot of people are just like, nah, it's good. I went out on an overnight. It works, right? You can't look at it that way at all. So we're gonna give it a test, put it through its rounds, and then I'll let you know if it sucks or not. I'm pretty sure it's gonna suck, but we'll see. Yeah. It feels good just holding this pot. It's so warm. I'm telling you guys, it's pretty cold out here. After oatmeal, it'll be time to head back. There's the bridge from yesterday. I walked across that, and then the little retention pond or whatever this was. But this morning is chilly, and I don't feel like getting my feet wet and freezing this early in the morning. So we're taking a high route. All right, made it past the bramble bushes. I went down again. There was no way going up. Trying to get past the mud now. This trail hasn't been walked in years. Anyway, I think that was one of the most fun times I've had on an overnight. A lot of it had to do with just the excellent sleep. Had a really nice fire. And I had a really good time. Now typically, like I said, I don't normally film these types of trips. These are just meant to give you some form of entertainment because I know everybody's looking for videos right now. I am too. So if you like this video, feel free to like, share, and subscribe, obviously. But in the comments section, I'd love to hear if you guys have a little retreat that you'd like to get out and go on overnights or whatever, spend days down there. Let me know in the comments section below. Let me know also if you've done any work to the campsite. Is there any structures that you built, bushcrafting, whatever? Throw it down in there in the comments. Love to read them. Anyway, I can see my house. If this spot right here looks familiar, this is where I filmed my beginner hammock camping series. So if you're interested, also check that out if you like to learn about hammocks. Anyway, I'm Frozen with Outdoor Adventures. Find time, go on your own adventure. I'll see you on the trail.